How's it going, everybody? My name is Nathan Barna. I am the owner of Optimal Evolution, and today I wanted to talk about the importance of creating values in your life. And basically, to me, values are your non-negotiables. Values are your foundation. They're your framework to make decisions on. So in our practice, we use a four-doctor approach, which is something that I learned from studying Paul Chek and being a Chek practitioner. And the four doctors are Dr. Happy, Dr. Quiet, Dr. Movement, and Dr. Diet. And essentially, these are the four main pillars, the four main categories that need to be considered for any well-rounded health and fitness program. And so when it comes to values, you can take each one of those doctors and create values that are going to be supportive of those doctors for you. So Dr. Happy is your chief physician, and he's kind of the overarching doctor that oversees the values of the others, because a lot of what we do is so that we can feel happy and fulfilled and have a sense of meaning in our lives. And that's why it's important to take care of our body and our mind so that we can have a clean and clear and vital vessel to pursue our dreams in life. So with Dr. Happy, you can ask yourself, well, what is happy making for you? What brings you a sense of happiness in your life? And when I say happiness, it doesn't always necessarily mean like a, happy-go-lucky, everything is great. But in my eyes and in my experience, it has a lot more to do with peace and equanimity, being able to ride the waves of life, ride the roller coaster of life without losing your bearings while still maintaining your center. I always often talk about the tornado of life and being able to be in the center in the midst of all the chaos. So again, with Dr. Happiness, what values do you have around creating that happiness for yourself? And are those values things that are in your control? Meaning, are you relying on other people or other things outside of yourself to bring you happiness, or is that something that you can bring within yourself? It's a very important question to get clear on. So creating values around Dr. Happiness, and then you've got Dr. Diet. So what foods do you value eating? What are the quality of the foods that you value eating? And what proportions, what quantity, what times, how many meals? All these little things, if you get clear on them and pay attention to how your body responds, pay attention to how you feel, and start to fine tune, and then have those non-negotiables in your life, it becomes much easier to make decisions when you find yourself in unideal circumstances. So creating values around Dr. Diet, Dr. Quiet. What time should you go to sleep? What time do you take for introspection, contemplation, journaling, time for self-reflection, time to just be with yourself? Because that is also very important and very neglected a lot of times, especially in athletes. We're very driven people, so it's what can I do? What do I need to, how do I train? Go. So learning how to be, to balance all the doing. And then lastly, Dr. Movement. So am I getting enough movement? How much movement is enough? How much movement is ideal for my goals? What types of movements are ideal for my goals? And if you're doing a lot of working out, meaning you're expending energy, are you also balancing that out with working in, meaning doing movements that are more restorative, like yoga or Tai Chi or going on a walk in nature, things that help balance out? Because within each one of these doctors, it's all about balance, and they function at different levels. I mean, for example, Dr. Diet is not only what you consume food-wise, but also what you're consuming when it comes to information, when it comes to relationship, anything that you're consuming, and anything that has to be processed, digested, eliminated, metabolized, and assimilated. And again, that can also be due with information and emotions. and experiences in your life. And the same thing with Dr. Quiet when it comes to just balancing the doing with the being and whatever that looks like. So within each one of these doctors, obviously I could talk a lot about each one specifically, but the overarching theme here is getting clarity on the values that you create surrounding each one of those doctors. Because once you get clear on that, now you have a framework to make decisions on. Now you know what you're saying yes to, so then you know what to say no to. If you don't have these values clearly defined, it becomes very easy to get caught up in, people asking you to do things or making extra commitments and responsibilities that might not necessarily be aligned with your goal or your dream. So having these values, you know what you need to say yes to, and you know what to say no to, and you know that if you adhere to your system of values that you created for yourself, you will move closer and closer to your dream. So I hope this was helpful, and if you have any other questions surrounding this, or you'd like to take a deeper dive on any one of these, feel free to reach out to me, and I'd love to support you in that. And as always, stay tuned for more, and I look forward to talking to you again very soon. Love you all.